Sokka.
No, we're not talking about them yet because we gotta talk about fucking Azula being trash.
Why would we do that first?
Because I fucking hate her and I can't hold it in any longer. That's why we're gonna do
Oh
it
my
first.
gosh. This is gonna be another 40 minutes.
Yeah,
So we're not gonna talk about the main three.
nothing else. We're
Oh
literally done
my
with our
lord.
show.
Jesus Christ.
Congratulations, guys. The show's over. We're gonna
Jesus
talk about
Christ.
how fucking trash Azula was.
You're gonna have a 3-minute clip of you
Yep.
just shitting on Azula.
Fucking shit, dude. Like, and I do like so I've thought about this, right? Because we've talked about it before. You know how much I fucking hate this casting. Which is why you're worried that I could go literally 40 minutes on it.
Yeah,
But
I mean everybody on planet Earth hates this casting.
it fucking terrible. Fucking
It was
terrible.
horrible.
I
It was
think I've
pretty
said
bad.
this before and I'll say it again. With so I understand that Azula would have had to be probably the hardest character to play
I disagree.
because she has to be a psychopath and she's also like 12 years old in the show. She's
Yeah, but you're
younger
having
than
like
Zuko.
24-year-olds play that character. It's not like an
Right, but
actual
that's what I'm
12-year-old.
saying. Now it's a kid. It is an actual kid playing her.
I know, but I'm saying you
But
could have had a
That's
24-year-old like
that's what I
Suki
say.
or
That's why I'm saying I'm giving the 12-year-old that played her a break. I don't know if she's actually 12, but
Oh, I
I
thought you
know
were
she's a younger
saying
girl.
to get someone to act like a 12-year-old. You're talking about the actual actor or
Right.
actress.
Actress, correct. So I'm saying what I'm saying is like I give her a little bit of a break on this because I don't know a 12-year-old that I've ever met my entire life that would be able to play a psychotic bitch.
Mhm.
Like Azula is fucking wild, out of control.
Right, well, and she doesn't even get wild out of control until a little bit later, right? Like,
Well,
she's just a
she's
bitch at
well,
first.
I mean,
She's not really psychotic
in the show, she's not
until
even in
later.
season 1.
I know, but I'm saying if they could have just given her a little bit of a taste in the season 1 like they did, like they clearly wanted to put her in, just give her a
Clearly.
little.
They
They just
clearly wanted to put her in.
clearly. So instead of doing it as much as they did, as many roles or as I should say as many scenes as they put her in, they should have minimized that to 2 scenes and then they should have made it quick one-liners and she should have been sassy as fuck. She should have been like, "Oh, so Zuko's out there.
Zuzu.
Yeah, Zuzu's out there. He's probably going to fail." That's it. Like leave it at some like shit like that.
Already you did a better job than that little girl.
Yeah,
Already. In the
like
first
put some of
30
that
seconds.
into it. You know what I mean?
See, and
Like,
here's the thing. I do feel really shitty about it because it is a child.
yeah.
And so I feel bad about like criticizing her
I
super
don't
hard
think they
on it.
directed her the right way.
So I think I asked you this and I wanted to ask if your opinion has changed on this. I asked you, do you think they changed the character because of the girl playing they picked a player?
I think
Or do you think that it was like them taming that girl to what they actually wanted? Does that make
yeah.
sense?
Yes, they are taming I take the second option and here's my way of describing it. The director I think had the wrong perception on what it really meant to be Azula. I think he knew she was bad obviously. Everybody knows that she's a
That's
psychopath,
why the creators left.
but I
Trash
didn't
show.
I don't think that the director truly understood the essence of like the s-
Avatar.
br-
I
the
agree.
b- the brattiness, the I don't want to say psychotic because that's too easy to go to, but the brattiness, the sassiness, and the directness of her hatred towards Zuko or her wanting to be better than Zuko. So if he would have truly understood that a little bit more, I think they could have come up with a better game plan.
Yeah. Regardless of what they did.
No, it's not
Trash.
regardless.
It was
It's
trash.
because they could have done better.
But they didn't. So that's why I said
Right.
regardless
So
of what
not
they did, like
no
what
what they
caused it to
did.
be this, it's trash. Because they already put it out.
That's like saying
It's
you couldn't
trash.
change it though. Regardless.
They can't now. That's what I'm saying. They can't now. So
Oh
regardless of
yeah.
what
No.
ended up
Well, obviously
happening,
that. Yeah.
yeah, well, that's what I was saying. So obviously,
You're just pointing out the obvious.
yes, that's what I'm doing right now. It's
Okay.
literally what I'm doing.
I thought you were talking in past tense. Like regardless of what they try to do back then, they would have failed. I thought that's what you were
No,
trying to say.
regardless of what
What
ended up or
happened?
what the reason was,
Uh huh.
the fact remains that it ended up being trash. Right?
Yeah.
So it's just like fuck, man. Like I've tried to do that, like, or I've tried to go back and think about what happened here. I was like, is it the casting? that
That's
this
the
girl
fun
doesn't
part.
have the range for
That's the
it,
best part.
this and that. It was just so bad. It was so bad, and at a certain point, I just had to stop myself because that's a deep rabbit hole that I just don't have the time for. And I was like, it's just bad. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's just really, really bad. She didn't belong in season one, anyways. And so, on top of putting her in season one where she didn't belong, like all I'm saying is,
They didn't hit anything
all I'm saying,
with her.
when I watch shows, one of my biggest peeves is when they recast people. Like when you sign somebody up, fucking make sure they can do the whole series. With that being said, let's
Which
go
they
ahead and
do
get her
nowadays.
recast. Let's go ahead and get her recast.